Good morning, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this week's car boot sale haul video. Setup is slightly different. I have a new corner desk which is working much better from the point of view of working, and then I've got a side table here which is just a folding table which I can put up and down as I need it. So you can't see the stuff piled up, but believe me, it's here. Believe me, it is here. So first up, it has been a very breakable day, but touch wood, I seem to have got it all home without smashing it. I paid 50p for 4 of these, 50p altogether for the 4. They are Jamie Oliver cereal bowls, dessert bowls. This is the white on white range, I believe. Not 100% sure, and I will double check that, but 4 for 50p was definitely worth having. I'm not even going to put those in a bag for fear of breaking them. And then these mugs from the same lady were 50p each. These are the Old Pottery Company, and I have 4 of them. 3 in this really nice purple brown kind of glaze, and 1 which is more of a gingery pumpkin colour with a white inside. So for those, they were 50p each. Can you stop chewing my toe, please, Darcy? Never get a puppy. For those, 50p each. And the cereal bowls, 50p, all from the same lady. And then I've just come home and unpacked the trolley, as you can imagine, and I'm bemused by the presence of this. It is plainly a teapot lid. It looks as though it could be from the same Old Pottery Company kind of range. Could be. Or it could be Denby. I don't know. Why am I bemused by it? I didn't buy this. I've never seen it before. I don't know where it came from. I've never seen it until I just took out the trolley just now. I certainly did not put it into the trolley this morning. I don't think I put it into the trolley previous times. This lady didn't have a teapot. So I'm bemused. She had these 4 mugs. She had 1 single saucer, which did look like a similar glaze or design to that, but nothing to go with it. I thought to myself, maybe this was inside one of the mugs, but it doesn't fit inside the mugs. And furthermore, I picked the mugs up like that to put them in my trolley. So I would have noticed if one of them had a lid on. I thought to myself, perhaps it was stuck on the bottom, but it doesn't stick on the bottom. It wouldn't do that. I know it wasn't inside one of the cereal bowls because I lifted them all up individually and checked that they weren't broken. And yet I have never handled this item in my life before I took it out of the trolley just now. I don't know if I've accidentally taken this from somewhere this morning or what. I don't know where it's come from. Sorry about noises off camera, by the way. It's a dog being told off. I'm bemused. Absolutely and completely bemused by this teapot lid. I paid £3 for this pair of Hotter sandals. Wedge heel sandals, patent leather. I would have liked to pay less, but the lady would have liked me to pay the 3, and she wasn't for budging. So I paid £3 for these. They are a size, what size are they? UK 7. UK 7. They're quite a nice sandal, but yeah, £3 for those. And then I paid £2 for this pair of Clark's loafers. So they were a much better price, I think. £2 for those. Also in very good condition with very little wear. £1 got me a gonk for my gonk collection. That will go up in the loft with all the other gonks. Don't know where it was from originally. Hang on. No, reading the back does not inform it. It's produced by PLDZ, but it doesn't have a you know, Asda label or anything like that. It just says Christmas gonk. So £1 for that. So that needs to go in the loft. £1 each for these. Now this is Yankee Candle. I think it's got a cobweb inside. No spider though. Yankee Candle watering can. You put the candle in there and it sort of glows through. Christmas design. And then in the same design, a shade topper. I've just realised that's a warmer, isn't it? It's a warmer because it's got wax in the top. So you put the tea light inside and then it's got the wax in the top to warm it. So I'll have to get the wax out. And then another smaller candle shade, also Yankee Candle. Those were £1 each, all from the same lady. Here's me not putting the breakables in the bag and now I'm running out of space. And it's all breakables today. It was a very breakable day. These ones were also 50p each. Now these are Simon Drew from McLagan Smith of Scotland. And somebody once, not that long ago, asked me in the comments if you ever see any Simon Drew stuff, grab it for them. So I don't know whether you'd be interested in these mugs. Can't remember who it was. This one is Mouse to Mouse Resuscitation. This one is Mulled Wine. And then this one is Great Mistakes of History. And it's I Spy with My Little Ice on the beginning with A. And it's poor old Harold with his arrow. It's on the beginning with A. So I've got 3 of those. They are going to have to go. I paid £1 for an M&S Summer Chintz Cloverleaf Melamine chopping board. £1 for that. And I paid £1 for this Beth for Wittard Flouncy Floozy Flamingos mug. I only spent a £5 with Steve today. I didn't do fill a bag today. By the time we got there, Steve was already packing up a lot of the fill a bag stuff. And so I didn't bother with fill a bag. I just spent a £5 on some assorted bits and bobs. So I've got a pasta straining spoon for us. We don't have one of these with the scoopy bits on for spaghetti, so that's for us. Also in my £5 was this, it's Ivy and somebody? Ilo and somebody? Ilo and Fraser. Ilo and Fraser knitted comforter. Now, one of these is listed for £25. Somebody sold one for a bit less than that, but there's not that many of them out there, so quite interested to see what I can get for that. Scrabble Apple. This was a lovely find until I've just got it home and counted the pieces. Scrabble Apple doesn't seem to be very available in this country. A lot of them are on eBay, are listed in the US, and there don't seem to be that many in the UK. But it should have 111 tiles, and it only has 96. So that's pain. I will put it into my spares and bundles box in the hopes that I'll find another one and be able to make one up. But I've never seen a Scrabble Apple before in the UK, so who knows whether I'll ever see one again. This H&M little fairy doll, I've sold this one before, I know I have. So she was in with my £5. A square fat ice cube tray. This is for me. This is for me to freeze small portions of stuff. I've been wanting a square one, so that's for us. 2 mugs. This was all a £5 from Steve, also including a shoe rack, which is downstairs by the front door. Brave New World penguin mug. Aldous Huxley Brave New World. And this one is the Beach Huts from the By the Coast range by Emma Ball for Danoon. And I've sold this one before. I've either sold it or got it in stock, one or the other. I think I must have sold it because I don't remember seeing it in the stock recently. It's been a very breakable day. Oh, also in that £5, a metal potato ricer. These sell quite consistently whenever I get them. So that was everything from Steve. I randomly bought Anthony a pair of work trousers because they were £2 and they are just kind of those sight trousers that, you know, that have the pockets all down the side or whatever, and they're very useful for him. He gets through trousers like nobody's business. They are 38 waist, so they might be too big for him, but if so, I'll just nip him in a bit. No problem. They'll need to be washed. I paid £3. A lady had £5 on it, and I said to her, would you take 3? Expecting him to say no. She said yes. For this, it is Disney. It is Disney Store. It still has its Disney Store label. And it is a hooded stitch dress. I will take a screenshot from one that I found online and put that in so that you can see it properly. It is a size large, which would probably be a 16 to 18 now in the Disney Store. So, yeah, quite pleased with that. £1 for this swim vest. Float vest. You know I always pick up these float vests if I see them. This doesn't seem to be branded. Doesn't seem to have any branding on it at all. No, no branding. It just, inside it just says, warning, this side front, zipper on back. Use only with constant supervision within arm's reach. All ties will not protect against drowning. So yeah, one of those, that was £1. And then finally, last but not least, 3 for £2.50 Barrel Cook mugs. I love a bit of Barrel Cook. So this one is the ladies at Bowls. I don't know what it's actually called. It's just called Bowling. Just called Bowling. And I don't know if you can see, but this lady here is poking this lady in the bum as she bends down for a bowl. Then this one is my new fur coat, or my fur coat, which is a lady, very, very well-known Barrel Cook picture of a lady flashing a gentleman. And then this last one is called Dining Out. Dining Out, that one. So 3 for £2.50 was nice on those. I love a Barrel Cook mug. If I were a coffee drinker, I would keep these for myself because I love Barrel Cook, or tea drink. You know, if I were a hot drink drinker, I would keep these for myself. But I am not, and we do not need any more mugs. So they will be listed. That's everything. I didn't actually spend very much money today. I worked out that my Anthony had £15 coins out of my purse, and my purse has not come home very much lighter. So I really didn't spend a great deal. I'll try and work it out. I'll work it out and put on the screen how much I spent, but it isn't a lot. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you've seen anything in this video that floats your boat, drop me a line on the email address in the description box, and I will be back next week with another haul. Take care. Bye for now.